motherfucker. You can just read Socrates. You ain't even got to use the Socratic method. You can just read motherfucking Socrates.
So now, just I let you hear that, and we tried to go as uninterrupted because I do want you to be able to hear both sides. So as you go through life, there will be silly Negroes that come and do this very thing that TC just did. They will try to feed you a bootstraps mentality and a self-determination mentality. This is not true. Do not fall for that.
Self-determination is not true.
TC, please let me finish. I'll let you finish. So, this comes from a place of hating yourself and wanting to get your good nigger sticker from a white man and wanting to point things out about your own community, and which is great. I do believe in being critical of oneself, but don't ever be the black man that allows other people or another group of people to make you think that somehow your group is lazy or less determined or any of these things. The truth is that we have socioeconomic reasons why black people are in the spaces they are in. But when you look at the rate of how almost anything happens, especially anything negative, they happen at the same rate because people are people. Black, white, green, or blue. And that's different from what TC said is focus on trying to better the resources, the economic situations, anything that you can do to further your community, and I mean black community, that's what you should focus on. Not finger wagging, not going around telling people that they're, they said that's not changing anything. We've had black people do that for centuries, and it hasn't done anything. So I let you hear TC's side, but I would advise you as a person who's older than TC and a little bit more wise and graduated from a better school to not listen to him. Thank you.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
Just, I had a question for you. So you're saying, I'm going to say what I got and you let me know if it's right. Basically, like, this shit isn't working and it all needs to crumble and Trump's going to make it crumble and ultimately that's a good thing. Did I get that right?
Yes.
Okay. So my question is, let's say
did I get that right?
Right? Like, let's say, okay, you've convinced all of us in this room and beyond. We see it. We're down. What do we do next? Go ahead.
We put people in position who actually care about people.
So you're saying we elect better people?
We put humans in office. Yes, we put humans with that has feelings and understands other people's feelings and cares about other people's feelings and their livelihoods.
Okay, yes. So this is where I'm confused because the system of the idea that we're going to elect good people and actual humans who care about other people, that's a system, democracy, elections, but you're saying that's not done anything for us. Fuck all of that. So then if that all crumbles, how do we elect those people? Are you saying like, we'll just create our own version of democracy after this democracy falls? Or how does it work?
I think it works in the way it worked. I can't even think of the year. I don't think about an exact year. But the times where we used to trade, everything was based on trades. I think we go back to those simple times, or we keep shit simple. Like, we've overcomplicated everything. Now we arguing over how much America is in debt and how much minimum wage is, and all. It's a bunch of nonsense. If everybody just be humans and work together, we can all have everything we want. Nobody will be poor. Nobody will be homeless. We can definitely live in abundance if we just stop playing their game. That's all we got to do is just stop fucking playing. That's why I said stop paying bills. I know it sounds crazy,
Right, what is it?
but the shit we talking about is fucking crazy. What do you mean $15 an hour? Like what? Like all of this shit is fucking crazy. It just is.
You're very idealistic, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. But you know, cause I was but you just gotta manage expectations, bro. Like, you know, the world that you think is available in reality, it's kind of just not. And you gotta work within the parameters that you're given at whatever specific time. Like, so, like, black people just stop playing the game. It's really not that simple. That's like pretty much that we out of here if we stop playing the game. You know, we have to play the game. So
white people are being affected as well. We are all.
I'm not saying that they aren't, but the way that black people are affected is always going to be different from any other group. So even when you, but even if you just, you know, put it poor people or however you want to classify it, we live in a closed system, right? So it's not, you have to dismantle it or do whatever you plan on doing from the inside. Just saying these statements and just thinking like people will like, yeah, we're gonna work. I get it. I understand it. I want to be like that too. But you know, life lets you know that things work different. It's just not that simple. But I don't fault you for having, you know, for thinking the way that you think though.
Okay, I want to challenge your stance for a minute. Walk me down the ripple effect if every American, every honest living American who pays taxes, walk me down the ripple effect if everybody stops paying their mortgage, stop paying car notes, stop shopping at the grocery stores and start growing their own food. What's the ripple effect?
You said growing their own food?
Yes.
So, because you went out, I don't know if it was my phone or yours. You said stop. You said stopped or started. I couldn't hear.
If we instead of shopping in grocery stores, we growing our own food. Instead of taking our kids to school, we building our own curriculums, things like that. Well, like say if we just stop playing their game, like what's the ripple effect of us stop paying our bills, stop shopping in grocery stores, stop paying?
I mean, it's to stop. Okay, so let's take it one at a time. Stop shopping at grocery stores. Non-starter. Most of us live in urban environments. We don't have any land. We don't have the capacity to grow the food that it would need to take to sustain us. So that's like, you know, that's out before it even starts.
Okay, you say that. However, everybody is still buying food, right? So there is spaces to grow the food.
But you have to own that space. You have to have access to that space. We do not as civilians.
We have people in position that's doing that right now. But I'm saying, okay, look, okay.
Hold on. So do you think they're just going to give up their access, you know, their land for us to grow and, you know, grow our own little corner of food?
Yes, if we fight for it, because right, like you said, right now we don't have land to do this. Like God made land for us to grow food everywhere. Like we have earth with land everywhere. We don't own nothing. That's what I'm saying. We have to get out that mindset of thinking that that's what I'm. That's
people have deeds and paperwork to this stuff.
Exactly.
And courts and, you know, a system.
Exactly. All that shit has to be undone. All that shit needs to be undone because they don't own this shit to sell it to anybody anyway. This is God's land.
Yeah, no.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, what are we? Because this is real. Like. This isn't. Do you think you can make this case in a court of law and it be successful? Like no. This is God's land.
No.
All right. So then
that's why it needs to be implemented.
But what I'm saying is, what's smarter to do with your time? Think about something that has like little to no chance of flying, or in the meantime figuring out something that could penetrate or could, you know, do something. So that's what I'm saying. I like these like expansive ideas. They sound beautiful, lovely, but they're not gonna happen, bro. They're not. So
it's not. It's really not going to happen as long as we still believe in the American dream. If we're still asleep thinking like, okay, I need to do this and so I can do that and pay these bills so I can wherever the fuck or put this into savings so I can afford my daughter's college, and like we still think we're still on this fucking hamster wheel. As long as
let's just say, let's say you get 50 million people to agree with you, and we all say, "Fuck, we ain't paying our electric bill this month." What do you think changes? So other than 50 million people just ain't gonna eat or take showers and stuff.
Lights out.
It's not gonna like those people are still going to like there's no real like
policy check. Okay. So look, let's say 50 million people stop, right? You do a lot. So let's say
and here water is another guy that you're gonna meet along your way. And he's the guy that's not black, that don't know about your struggle, but is gonna try to set your ass up to do stupid shit that he wouldn't do himself. So you gotta watch out for the waters and the TCs. But go ahead, bro.
That's a fucking liar.
That's true.
Can I just ask, are you water or it's directed at Just? Are you familiar with Move from Philadelphia? MOVE, 1970s Move. Do you know about that, Just?
What about Move?
Say that one more time.
Move.
It's a group. What about the group?
So, Dr. A.G., will you allow me to explain what it is in case he doesn't know, or would you prefer I not?
That's my question. What about the group?
Okay. So, the group they're a Black liberation group. They promoted back to nature, anti-government, a lot of the same values that you're describing. They were known for living communally. They rejected mainstream culture. They were challenging the city authorities, especially the Philadelphia Police Department. They were, non-traditional. It's the vision you're describing, basically. And in 1978, after years of complaints from their neighbors about the noise or their confrontational behavior, basically anti-Blackness, if you ask me, the police tried to evict them from their homes. So this standoff occurred in August 1978, and in the course of that stand-up, a police officer was killed, and a lot of others were injured in a shootout. So they arrested a lot of them, and 9 of them were convicted of third-degree murder, sentenced from everything from 30 to 100 years in prison. Now, after that, they continued to be a movement. And in 1985, people were complaining again. And city officials, including the first Black mayor of Philadelphia, authorized a massive police operation against them. Right? So it was like almost 500 police officers, armored vehicles, tear gas, the whole thing out. They still refused to surrender, the MOVE members. So the police literally bombed the house that they were living in from a Pennsylvania State Police helicopter. It caused a massive fire. The firefighters who normally fight fires, they were told, let it burn, just let it burn. 11 people died, including 5 children. 61 homes were destroyed in the area. It left over 250 people homeless. It's the first time in U.S. history that this kind of military-style bombing against, the country's own citizens has been allowed. And since then, no one was held, no city official, no police officer was criminally charged. There were, civil lawsuits and things, but no one was really, held accountable for doing all of that damage. So I bring that up just to say that if we don't, this vision that you have that I don't necessarily agree with, honestly, a lot of it sounds pretty good. But if we don't think it all the way through, because you're saying what we need for this to happen is for everyone to participate. You're never going to get everyone to participate, right? We can't get everyone to do anything. So as long as there's a few people who don't want to participate, and they're given the guns and the helicopters and the bombs, right, shit can turn out very badly and very dangerously. So in your vision, it's not that the vision is bad, but it takes it thinking it all the way through to the end. I'll land.
Okay. So with the I don't even know where to pick up from, but you touched on a lot of different points.
Yeah. Justice's vision is a lot more benign, I should say, than what the MOVE activists were doing. I mean, they were, nothing legitimizes the response, but it wasn't as benign is what Just is talking about. But I just want to say, I know I was hoping one of the, there's only one, I was hoping Culturally would come off his mic, but how did this get started? Like, what was the original question? What was going on?
I think I shook the room when I stated that I like Trump.
You didn't shake it, babe. You didn't shake the room.
That's exactly how it started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what got
That was at
everybody
7:30 in the morning.
People start talking.
but he did this.
Oh, stupid.
No, it's not that you're stupid. I don't think you're stupid, bro. But I think I think what you're doing is stupid. I don't think you're stupid, though.
I'm talking about something that hasn't been done yet.
You're
that's
not,
the reason
though.
Bro,
why.
it's not. That's what and I'm glad you're here, Dr. AG. So because you're probably gonna repeat a lot of the. Just so you know, I wasn't being funny with you.
Right.
The thing that you think is so like innovative. It's just not, bro.
I'm not saying it's innovative. This one, I'm talking about on a scale to where we actually see.
Well, let me just tell her what happened.
So hold on, Jess. That's what, I mean, this is the thing, right? I think it's great to say, like, I have this wonderful idea and I want to do this thing. But for you to say it's never been done before, it's sort of, it betrays a certain level of uninformedness, because what you are describing it's not a thing that has never happened before, that people have not tried before.
Changed.
So if you're gonna talk, then I can't talk. So I'm gonna go on mute, and then you can finish, and then I'll finish when you're done.
I'm sorry, I'm muted.
Oh, that's okay. Because if we look throughout, we don't even have to go throughout American history. If we just go back, we can go back 100 years, right? And we can look at communities that have established this living arrangement that you described. Now, Malik's invocation of the MOVE thing is a good example, but MOVE was doing a whole lot of other stuff. Like, they were also a political organization. Their form of life was a political act. So that's a different kind of communal living. In the 60s and the 70s, you had all kind of communes where people were collectively living. So that's not new. Right? And even if we take it to the level of developing insular economic systems within these communal living type situations, that is not historically new. Now, you may be adding something to it, but the concept is not historically new. And so to say that it's something that hasn't been done before is to suggest that your research on this thing as a project and a possibility is limited. And now, having said that, my final comment is that should not be taken as an insult. That should be, I would hope that you would see it as an invitation to look into it more, right? To read more. And like you mentioned, the book Beyond Behold the Pale Horse. Okay, that's a great book, but there are nonfiction books that you can read as well that can expand sort of your understanding of these things. Randall, I always get him mixed up, but I think it's Randall Kennedy. He has this amazing book that's called Nigger, the history of the word. I recommend that you read that because it's about that word, but there's also psychological and sociological analysis of sort of Black people's relationship to this country over time. That is an amazing read for someone who is interested in the things that you're interested in. So that's my final comment. You can go ahead. Sorry.
All right. First, I want to say I didn't take offense to anything. Even early when he was calling me stupid, like I don't really take offense to much.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but they're gonna have the White House press briefing soon, so y'all can go ahead and keep talking. But I'm about to play that.
Awesome.
The one, yep, the autism.
All right, so what I'm saying is, I'm saying something that's never been thought about, or I'm not saying I'm innovating something, a brand new idea. What I'm saying is, okay, as many people that are participating in the game today have never opted out all at once. As many people that are paying bills and going to work and working for wages that are just unlivable wages, as many people that are doing this today, that many people have never opted out the game since the game started.
Makes it different and kind of stand out from the other apps.
What do you show me in history where that's happened?
Sort of almost like least the US.
I don't understand the question. Say it one more time.
I'm saying,
is this
as many people.
Are you involved in this?
Water, please.
This is what I'm saying. Look, first let me clear this up. This is just what I see as
No. Don't go back. Just ask the question.
So what I'm saying is, as many people that are participating in this American dream, chasing this American dream, trying to live whatever life people want for themselves, which is
whatever they
like,
define.
You should, and you should, respectfully. Now, as many people who are participating in this American dream are participating in the race towards the American dream, and show me in history where that many millions of people have opted out the game all at once.
Well, nobody can show you that because by virtue.
That's what I'm saying.
But hold on. This is where it becomes a little illogical because by virtue of being in America, right, remaining active in the American project, we commit to certain things. And one of those commitments is to the fundamental sort of principles of America, which is the pursuit of freedom, economic freedom, physical freedom, right? So you can't be a part of the American project and opt out of the American project at the same time. So that's right. That doesn't make sense.
That's why I'm saying we need to opt out of the American project.
We can't unless we're going to opt out.
All we have to do is just stop. Stop.
No, listen to what I'm saying. We can't do that if we are going to continue to exist in America. That is a recipe for disaster.
America was thriving before it was
I think you might.
I want you to stop talking I want you to stop talking because you just got on the stage. No, absolutely not, sir. You just got on the stage. You need to listen before you start talking.
I've been in this room hearing y'all morning. That's all I've been hearing y'all do. Talk.
I'm not doing that. Just what was your comment, sir? I'm sorry.
I pray. Doc, at a certain point, you have got to realize, like, the conversation we're having with him on the humor is not, it doesn't actually it doesn't actually. He's not budging. He's not really trying to learn nothing from you. He's made up in his mind. He finds this conversation entertaining. Like you're telling,
Hey, bro, just stop, bro. Because you've been insinuating a lot of stuff that's not true.
Patty, do you have that video you're gonna play? Thank you. Can we get that video? Thank you. Can we get that video? Thank you. We've been hearing this for 3 hours. Whoever got here at the 3-hour mark or the 2-hour mark, we've been listening to this for 3 hours. How see that is that I want to hear fucking Trump over this bullshit. You're not getting to him. Take him into a private.
Okay, so I wasn't trying to get to him.
Will you shut up and let her roll the clip? You shut up. We got to come out more.
You're not going to tell her to shut up.
One motherfucking thing. And that is, whoever you are, shut up. This is insane. Y'all men need to really get control. I don't know if it's the Axe body spray or, I don't know, that T. Kirk shit that them football players be selling on the TV. I don't know what it is. But y'all's brain, something is really wrong with it. The fragmentation in your brain really needs to be looked at. This is absurd. The way y'all just scream, just so disrespectful. Oh, it's disgusting.
good morning, y'all.
I'll go on mute, man. Y'all can say whatever. It's what
it doesn't start until 1 o'clock, but I guess we can talk about the. Oh man, damn Trump, you fucked up again. Yeah, they're talking about a bunch of clips or whatever, but let me go ahead and play this MSNBC clip real quick, and it's talking about there is no link in the doctor rebutting Trump's claims. Supposedly, they found the connection. Is what he claims yesterday. He said they're going to come out with some great news, supposedly some connection to autism and why we have so many autistic children.
They're gonna say it's Tylenol.
Yeah, how it stems from the
Tylenol. We all know they're gonna say Tylenol because
Tylenol.
Right.
Take your Tylenol.
Somebody made the point that they're like, they just want women to suffer because Tylenol is the only pain medicine that women can use when they're pregnant.
While we're pregnant.
Dr. A.G., someone wanted you to drop the book that you referenced and the author in the chat, if possible.
Oh, okay, I read that.
Okay.
Welcome back. This morning, growing alarm in the medical community ahead of an expected White House announcement on autism.
I think we found an answer to autism. We're going to be talking. The office in the White House.
The medical industrial complex is very concerned about what Donald Trump is saying.
Won't let it happen anymore.
Tylenol!
Now, according to 4 people familiar with the matter, spoke to the Washington Post, the White House will link pregnant women taking acetaminophen, the active ingredient in Tylenol, to an increased risk of autism in children. Current FDA guidelines say acetaminophen is safe for pregnant women to take, and that's backed up by decades of research. In a statement, Tylenol's parent company, Canada, tells NBC News without the drug, quote, women face dangerous choices, suffer through conditions like fever that are potentially harmful to both mom and baby, or use riskier alternatives. Let's bring in Dr. Vin Gupta, a pulmonologist and MSNBC medical contributor. Doctor, we've all been told Tylenol is the safe pain reliever to take when you're pregnant, and any possible link between that and autism has been thoroughly studied before, right? What do we know?
Donna, good morning. What we know is that there's been years of research prior to recently that's shown a correlation but not causation of Tylenol, maybe a very small increased risk of baby developing autism. Very small. And those are poor quality studies, poorly designed.
Very
small. What we also know is that science changes.
But how small, doctor?
Just a few years ago, one of the largest, best quality research studies ever done, 25 years in Sweden, looked at siblings, one exposed in utero, the other not, to Tylenol. And what did that find on a for genetics, family history, maternal paternal age,
that there was no link. So that's what all the research has shown, no link between the use of Tylenol in utero or during pregnancy and development of autism.
President Trump actually seemed to this weekend that today's announcement could be wrong. Take a listen.
I don't want to wait any longer. We don't need anything more. And if it's wrong, it's not going to be wrong. But if it is wrong, it's fine. We have to do it because we're going to have an announcement on autism.
Yeah. Dr. Gupta, your reaction. What are the implications if they make this link?
Well, it's going to be one of the similar line of things. You and I have talked about this endlessly of using a similar approach. They don't know. They put something out there and it's cherry-picking data. I worry about women across the country. Anna, you put this. You said this in the TF. There aren't many options for oral pain relief if you have to take a medication. You know, I say this watching my wife go through 2 pregnancies and needing.
So basically, wherever these things are, not only at the moment of our birth, but in different times, there's what are called transits and different.
Get to their point because you want to fucking roll your mouth over there because you fucking lost because you're too stupid right now. So again, you overextended on your skis and now you're about to tip the fuck over. The reason we do forward deployed bases, why we have a multitude of bases around the world and we have various satellite ones is because that is the key to our fucking strength, you fucking moron. It's the way we can win wars because we realize that, hey, we have 2 ginormous fucking ponds on either side of us and our only allies, truly allies, are literally Canada and Mexico because they have the shared interest of land invasion with us. That's it. And oh, by the way, Mexico, last time I checked, unless there's going to be a taco truck with M60s on top of it, I don't really fucking know. What do they got? The burrito miso? Is that going to fucking do it? Are they going to send chalupas over and hope everybody gets satiated on fat? I'm sorry. In Canada, yeah, they have a military, but it's a lackluster one because they've drawn down over the